Benjamin here, Southwest Boxing Media, in association with Brixton Street. We're delighted to be signed to be joined with Kaisee Benjamin all the way from the bubble. Kaisee, how are you? Meet those things.
I'm not in the bubble yet. I go in the bubble Thursday.
All right, okay. So what, you just chilling in the house waiting to go, mate, yeah?
Yeah, just chilling at home. Not long World Cup.
Oh, never. Busy day, is it, Kais?
Pardon?
It's been a busy day, is it?
Yeah, I was at training earlier. Last day at training tomorrow, and then I go into the bubble Thursday.
I mean, have you been in a bubble before? I mean, you were looking forward to it. I mean, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, back in December, I was in the bubble for the first time, and I thought it would have been the last, but I'm here again.
I mean, what do you do in the bubble, mate? Is it just sort of, do you take like Xbox or PlayStation with you, or just smash it on Netflix? Well, I mean, what's it like for you in the bubble?
Yeah, I've got Xbox and PlayStation, but I think last time I took my Xbox, so I'll definitely do the same again. So keep myself occupied.
Are you a FIFA man, Case, or Fortnite? What's the vibes on it, mate?
I play COD, so yeah, a bit of Warzone.
Decent, mate. Decent.
I've given up on FIFA. I used to play FIFA, but I've given up on the game now. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not up to much myself, mate, to be honest. You did sort of touch upon it, but there, Case, is this going to be, with obviously the world getting back to a bit more normality, is this going to be the last sort of bubble that's going to be structured in this way for yourself, mate, do you think? Fingers
crossed, mate. Hopefully everything gets back to normal soon. So after the summer, hopefully.
Oh, wicked. I mean, it's obviously in the Coventry Sky Dome, the arena. We're seeing fans sort of come back, like Kieran said, there's some sort of normality. I mean, how pumped you, mate, to be fighting, in front of people, friends and family? I mean, does that give you that extra 10%, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. It's good to have fans back, like my family and friends be there supporting me. Even some people that I don't really know have even bought tickets, so that's always a positive. Shows that my fan base is growing.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
Just before we come on to sort of this weekend's fight and talk about that, in case you want to go back to your last outing, mate, obviously we know you won the area title against Ben Fields, Midlands area title. Just tell us personally, how did you assess your own performance in there, mate?
I was kind of happy with my performance, even though I know I could have done more. I broke my knuckle in the fight. I think it was in like the 7th round after when I hurt him. So if I didn't do that, then I reckon I would have got him out of there 100%. But yeah, it is what it is.
What's it like in those situations, Casey? I mean, if you pick up an injury such as that, breaking your hand, breaking your knuckle, I mean, is it hard then to stick to a game plan that you've put into play, for so long with your team? Is it difficult then, the panic station sort of set in a little bit, mate?
No, not at all. I don't really panic. I don't really succumb to pressure. I kind of just adapt and overcome. So I broke my knuckle before, so it wasn't nothing new. The pain was just a little bit of pain at the end of the day. And yeah, I just kind of sucked it up and dealt with it as you kind of have to.
I mean, do you know, Case, when you think, oh, I broke my hand, I broke my knuckle, or is it just sort of a pain and you just think, oh well, I just sort of gotta get through it?
Well, in my head, I didn't know whether I broke my hand or my knuckle. I was just hoping it was my knuckle, but in my head, at the time, it was hurting that much. I thought it was my hand. So in my head, I was thinking, I can't really throw it, but at the same time, he was coming at me, so I kind of had to throw it. So it was one of them. It was kind of deal with it now and think about it later.
Is it one of those situations as well, Casey, where, I mean, you go back to your corner, do you try to sort of hide that fact from your team and your cornerman, or are you very open about it, and you just say what's happened, sort of thing?
Now I tell them what's happened. However I'm feeling at the time, I always relay that back to them, so they can either come up with a new game plan, and because that's what they're there for. They're part of the team, aren't they? So they're like an extension of me.
I mean, firstly for you, mate, I mean, looking at sort of levels and gears, is there, do you think, there's still plenty more to come from you even, do you think you're going to surpass your previous performance? Is this performance going to surpass that, do you think?
100%. For me, I kind of feel like Martin is a big kind of a big step up compared to Fields in terms of rankings, like probably like even boxing ability. I haven't really seen much of Harkin, but I kind of, the better my opponent is, the better me. 100%.
Yeah, as you said, they're obviously coming on this weekend. We're talking about Martin Harkin as your opponent this weekend. He comes into the fight with only one loss on the record, and it's obviously against Mikey McKinson, who's a very, very good fighter. I mean, you said you've only seen little bits of him, but from what you have seen, what do you see as his strengths, his weaknesses that maybe you looking to exploit, Case?
I think I've only watched the Michael Mickinson fight, so I ain't really took too much from it. I kind of let my coaches watch him and then tell me the game plan on how to beat him. So, and from that, it's kind of outbox him sort of thing. So, I kind of don't think he'll be able to handle my movement on the night. I think I'll be a bit too sharp for him. So, but obviously I'm expecting the best Harkin on the night, and that's what's going to push me to be the best version of me.
Are we right? This is an eliminator for the British title, Case. Is that right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously with the win, the opportunities there, are massive. I mean, you happy and willing now to sort of throw yourself into sort of British level? Do you think that's pretty much after this win? Is that where you're going to be at, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think after this win, definitely at the British level. I feel like I kind of have been holding myself back. I haven't been able to commit myself just because I know that I wasn't near that level at the time. So now that I've kind of bypassed the English and I'm at the British level, after this win, I'll definitely be giving 1,000,000% of my effort and time into the sport.
I mean, obviously the British title is such a coveted belt amongst fighters in boxing. It's one that I think all fighters want to get their hands on. It looks great as well. I mean, although you've got obviously the dreams and the aspirations of getting your hands on that title longer term, is it still a case of just keeping focus and, one step, one fight at a time, very much for you, Case?
Yeah, definitely. But at the same time, you kind of have to plan your future. But yeah, definitely, like, I'll always concentrate on the fight ahead of me and will never look past someone. That's why I'm going to focus on Martin Harkin for the meantime, and then we'll start looking forward after this fight.
I mean, without obviously giving the game plan away, Kate, have you got sort of have you replayed it in your mind? Have you played out in your mind? I mean, what do you think is going to happen Saturday? Is it going to be a points win, or do you think, is there going to be a stoppage?
You can never tell with me. I kind of just, it depends what sort of Martin Harkin comes. So I think the better Harkin there is in front of me, the more than likely there will be a stoppage.
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
How realistically, what would the perfect rest of 2021 look like, mate? Is it just to be active to get out, maybe another twice? Is that what the hope is for 2021?
Yeah, I love being active. I love staying in the gym and staying on it because it kind of helps me stay away from the streets at the same time. So, yeah, I definitely just want to be as active as possible and constantly fighting whenever there's a show on.
Are you a bit of a gym bug in between fights? I mean, we know some fighters like to take a bit of a break in between fights, maybe a few cheat meals here and there. But are you one of those very much, do you know what, we'll have a bit of time off and then be straight back in the gym, getting back to work?
With me, I kind of always, like, even when I'm like having my time off, I still like to exercise and stay in the gym sort of thing. So I'd never really want more than a week or two off. I'd kind of just like obviously recover from the fight and then straight back in the gym, getting ready for the next one.
Also want to ask you as well, Case, I mean, on the card this weekend is, of course, Sam Egerton and Shaka Pitters, two guys I know really, really well and really close to. You must be looking forward to seeing both of them back in action as well, mate.
Yeah, definitely. Shaq, he's got a bit of redeeming to do, so he'll put on a performance for sure. And Sam up at middleweight for a great title. And obviously, if he gets the win as well, which I'm sure he will, he'll go on to bigger stuff. Hopefully, a world title shot.
Definitely. I mean,
you mentioned obviously Shaq and sorry, Scott. You mentioned obviously Shaq and Pitters there. As you said, a bit of redeeming. He's obviously bouncing back from the Craig Richards fight. Do you think he's only 1 or 2 fights away most of getting back in that mix and being back, right there where he belongs?
Yeah, well, he lost to a good Craig on the night. So Craig, he's just fought for a world title and lost on points. So you can't take nothing away from Craig. So it doesn't really take much away from Shaq at the same time, as he's been there. He's beat Spellman, who's up there. He's beat Sugden, who's up there as well. So he's after this bounce back fight, he's back up there in my eyes. So maybe one more fight and then back in the contention.
I mean, like we said, Sam's fighting for the the WBC silver medal. I mean, he absolutely loves a scrap, doesn't he, old Sam? Do you think he's going to have a big year? When he gets the win on Saturday?
Yeah, well, he's never fought at middle before, but he's loving not making the weight, not having to struggle for light middle. So yeah, he's you know what they say, a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter.
Definitely. I mean, looking at it from your point of view as well, mate, is it, when we're talking about sort of cheat meals and things, is it like a specific sort of drink or a specific sort of food that you always sort of go to a sports fight that is your downfall, would you say?
What do you mean, after a fight or before?
Yeah,
a fight?
like after a fight. Yeah, is this something that you can't wait to eat after a fight?
Yeah, I love Chinese. I do. Can't wait to murder a Chinese. That's my
chicken balls and order sports fight, mate. Is it?
I have everything, mate. Everything.
Well, Kaisee, thanks for your time today. I mean, on behalf of myself and Kieran and Southwest Box Media, we wish you, the best of luck for the weekend. We wish you the best of luck, obviously, in your in your goal to become British champion. I mean, I'm sure we'll catch up again soon. Maybe when you've got that British title around your neck.
Definitely, mate. Thanks. Nice one for the opportunity.
Thank you, mate. Let's speak to you again soon.
All the best, Kaisee. Take care, mate.
Bye.